Tennessee Titans Weekly, we carry the rock, but being the best podcast with Huff and Jock. We cover the Titans early in the morning or later, with everything you need, spitting facts and on paper. From the Music City, born and raised, we reppin'. The city and the state of Tennessee, we steppin'. Our fans enjoy, they say they'll enlighten us. Let's go Titans fans and tighten up. Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We're here to be the best and never last. Hawk and Jock, what's the plot? To make the Super Bowl, or can we win or not? Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We give you news and perspectives and do it fast. When you see our shows, tell us what's up. Let's get this win and go home and tighten.
Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques. Jacques. What up, folks? What is going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is your way. Welcome to the show. So, Jacques, as you all know, you can follow us here on YouTube. Hit the like button before we get started, man. If you have not subscribed to our channel, man, do that right now. You can find us on Bleacher Report at Lorenzo_LaHawk, as well as Jacques Merrill as well on Bleacher Report. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We got merchandise. Y'all see the sweater, man, the hoodie, man. It's getting cold out there. I know it's snowing in some places. Get your Tennessee Titans Weekly hoodie on Teespring, T-E-E Spring. Search Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques, we here, bro.
Yes, sir, we are. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody had a safe and is having a safe Friday and a weekend going into the weekend, man. You know how we do, man. We got them Houston Texans on Sunday. So, again, Thank y'all.
I love the shirt. Love the jersey, dog.
We talking about the
Oilers, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You know, hey, shout out to the Titans, because this is one of the gifts that we get as season ticket holders. So, you know, I had to go ahead and cop the Oilers joint, man. We get little trinkets and gifts and stuff. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Them
Houston fans, you know they gonna feel a certain way about it.
Man, they all right. Man, I ain't worried about them, man. Hey, it is what it is. You feel me?
That's right.
But yeah, man. So definitely, man. Hey, Weekly family, we're here. Let me see. Let's get to some of these folks in the chat, man, and we get this joint started, man. So we got what is it? Year 20078 season's over. Let's just let them loose. What is up? CJ2K Post was cracking with you, man. Blaze, bro. What's up? What's happening?
What's up?
We got Jakeion in the building. What is going on? You don't play like that, man. You better stop. We'll keep Will Levis all that. Give me Will Levis. I ain't gonna take no Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
That's foolishness, my friend. Foolishness.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, dog. So, hey, we appreciate everybody in the chat, man, and everything, Jacques, for sure, man. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, let's get rocking, Jacques. All right, so welcome to the live chop up, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, we love doing the show. So, Jacques.
Yes, sir.
We got the Houston Texans coming to town, man. So, looking at this game again, the Dallas Cowboys, they just played and beat them handedly, 34-10. The Houston Texans are now 7-4. So, Jacques.
Yes, sir.
I'd say going into town, my mistake. We're going into the H-Town, so that's my mistake.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking at what you know and what you've seen about the Houston Texans, you know, they do have us as a 7.5 underdog, right? Of course, right? You know, our record shows that, and it is what it is. Give us at least two reasons how the Tennessee Titans can actually pull up the upset against the Houston Texans.
Okay, so you said two reasons how we can. Well, let's go to the defense first. And again, I've been giving the defense a lot of credit for what's been happening lately with L'Jarius Sneed out, which it is confirmed he will be going on IR soon. So, one thing that I've noticed with the Texans, and I'm not gonna call it a sophomore slump. I'm not gonna do CJ Stroud like that, but
Tell him, Jacques.
He is not balling like he was his rookie year, but he's still serviceable. And you can manipulate that a little bit when it comes to CJ. CJ right now is thrown for 2,628 yards. And he's doing his thing. He has 7 interceptions. He's known to throw that ball to the other team, and he has 12 touchdowns. So again, you would call that a sophomore slump. Is it really a sophomore slump? I don't know. I mean, really can't say it's okay. But what you have to do, man, you have to get the Texans early, and you have to get to Stroud. If you can disrupt Stroud and get him going to where you at least have a chance to win this game and create turnovers, you have a chance to win this on defense. That's something, and I know,
Go ahead.
I know it's saying a lot. I know it's saying a lot.
No,
It's
keep
saying a
going,
lot.
dog. I'm just keep going.
It's saying a lot, I know. But if you can get to him and disrupt them, you probably have a shot.
Tell him
On the offensive side of the ball, man, you have to play a perfect game, man, because, and I'll get to the reasons why we can lose here in a minute. But they have a solid defense, and their defense is pretty solid. You can semi-run on the Texans, but it's going to be a challenge. So even on offense, I would say, man, if you can establish the run a little bit to where you can. Now, one thing the Titans did Sunday very well against the Vikings, where they were able to manipulate that one-on-one opportunities. Will Levis did a good job at taking advantage of the zero blitz. We call it zero blitz, right? Where you send the house, you have the corners one-on-one, you maybe have one safety. And if you have a receiver like Calvin Ridley or Nicokeena Westbrook that can quote-unquote manipulate that particular style of defense or that particular play call, then you got them. Hopefully you can get the Texans doing that, where you say, hey, we got that one guy on the outside and that single high. Hey, let's do what we do. Just throw it up there. We'll do what you got to do. So if you can get there early, boom. So the keys to beating the Texans, if you have a shot, is control them on defense, get to CJ Stroud, and try to strike early when it comes to the offense, if possible, right? That's for me, man. It's like pulling teeth, but go ahead, dog. What about you?
Hey, Jacques, I got to get out of my seat for a second. Hold on for a second.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. There's a reason why I'm doing that. All right.
Okay.
I can tell in your face that you know something about the Texans, just like I do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We can beat the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of opportunities, okay? To your point about CJ Stroud. That's why I was shaking in my seat and here. I'm like, man, dude, you speaking some fire, dude. Because don't get me wrong, CJ Stroud has had a very good season. You know, you look at his overall stats of the season. CJ Stroud is number 5 in the league in passing yards, 2,600 yards passing. So, you know, that's, you know, hell of a job there for him, right? But to your point, a lot of them yards he's had has been in garbage time, even against the Cowboys. So it's like he is having a sophomore slump. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I see from CJ Stroud, which I think is real weak, actually, he's going against a good defense, and that means the Titans. What I mean as far as CJ Stroud likes to look at one receiver the entire way, and he's been doing a lot more than he had last year. And his comfortability is in the middle, and he throws a lot to a tight end. You know, he does now. He has Nico Collins out there. He got Tank Dell. Tank Dell is his street guy as far as going down the middle, even running a lot of corner routes. But in the middle is where CJ Stroud would rather throw the football. And he makes quick reads. Like literally, as soon as the ball is snapped, he goes directly to where he wants to go. Every so often when he throws it deep, it's off play action. So if there's no play action, CJ Stroud gets real antsy, just throws it quickly. What I'm saying is that I don't feel the Houston offense is that dynamic. I don't really see it. I see a lot of dinks and dunks throughout. Now, yes, L'Jarius Sneed is out, but he's been out. So when I look at Darrell Baker and I look at Jarvis Brownlee, I think they did a serviceable job against the Minnesota Vikings, right? They had Justin Jefferson out there, and they kind of kept them cool, right? So I do think Houston's a faster offense. I am concerned about Joe Mixon because Mixon's starting to cook. But I am saying as far as CJ Stroud, I mean, CJ Stroud could go off maybe, and if he does, it's cool. But I wouldn't be surprised if we kept him cool. I wouldn't be surprised if we caused him to have turnovers. So I think for anything, don't be afraid, Tennessee. Don't be afraid of the Texans. Screw the Texans. F the Texans. I don't give a damn about the Texans. Don't be afraid of them. They're not world beaters. Now, offensively, they're not scary. Defense, we might say something different. But I got some stuff on that too. But I just think, man, put the pressure on Stroud to actually throw the ball on the inside. Keep the outside covered. But in the middle is where he likes to throw the ball. He does a lot of deep and dunks. For some reason, I'm not really echoing, by the way. On mute, maybe. But, yeah, I was just say that I think, man, Joe Mixon is going to try to do his thing. But I think our defense could really shut them down. And on the other side, Jacques, to your point about our offense, let me tell you something, Jacques. Woo! Don't throw it on the outside. Stingley and them boys are there, right? But you could throw it in the middle. Their safeties are aggressive. Do you hear me? They are aggressive. So when you look at Petrie and those guys, they like to come up and you pump fake. They shoot for the shot every single time. Can Will Levis throw the ball deep middle, bro? It is there. They've had quarterbacks to light them up in the middle, literally all season long. Even Cooper Rush had a few plays early in the game where he was throwing it deep middle. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even on that long touchdown from Turpin, Okuda got toasted. And the safety went way over to the other side. He was wide open touchdown. There was no safeties around. Don't be afraid to throw the ball, Will Levis. Brian Callahan, don't be afraid to let him throw the ball deep. There will be opportunities. That's how I feel we can be protected.
All right, how can we lose? How can we lose to the Texans?
It's a lot of ways we can lose to the Texans, Jacques, to be honest with you, man. When I look at their defense, they have a good defense. They do. And they got playmakers on defense. When you look at them overall on defense, the Texans are number 4 in the league in defense. Now, Tennessee, we're number 2, but they're number 4 on defense. A lot of that has to do with the fact that you look at Will Anderson putting pressure on the quarterback, Daniel Hunter putting pressure on the quarterback. They got 2 surefire defensive ends on the outside. That causes a lot of problems. And let's not forget Danico Archer and them guys, right? Danico Archer, the former Titan, is out there. Al Shahir, the linebacker, the former Titan, is out there. So they have a lot of players that's very familiar on how Will Levis plays and things like that, right? Very familiar on that regard. Though they're not used to Calvin Ridley or Tony Pollard, but, they know about the Titans. I think, man, we could lose simply by not scoring enough points. I think their defense could really put a stranglehold on us if we're not careful. Stingley had an interception against the Cowboys. He's had a hell of a season. He's very underrated. If you throw it his way, man, be ready to battle. So I don't know if we'll score enough, and I'm hoping we don't have a lot of turnovers because the Houston Texans do cause a lot of turnovers, and I really think that could really hurt us. On the opposite side, too, on their offensive side, man, Joe Mixon's a problem, bro. Joe Mixon's a problem. Now, I can't say we've had a running back go off on us. I don't know if we've played. And I'm trying to think of teams that we played. I don't know if we played as good of a running back as we've had with Mixon over the last few weeks. So Be careful for Mixon. Who?
Josh Jacobs.
And that's been a while, right? Wow, that's been a while. Yeah. So one thing Houston does, they do very well. They block well up front. Okay, Laramie Thompson, them guys, they push guys up front. And Joe Mixon running even last week, and even when I saw them against the Colts, the Jag, I saw those games. I watched them literally. And they ran the ball very well. Even when Mixon was hurt, they still was running the ball well with other guys, with Aguambile and those guys. So be careful to run, man. They're going to run the ball, and we just got to be careful. So what about for you, Jacques? How can we lose to the Texans?
Well, one, we can get out coached. D'Amico Ryan has been coaching very well. And I got to give him his credit, man, from what he's been able to do with this particular team. And even when they were playing the Cowboys, they started slow. They did. CJ Stroud looked panicky in the pocket. He does. But they started slow enough to where Joe Mixon was able to get them back on their horse. Speaking of Joe Mixon, he has about 764 yards of total rush yards this season. I mean, what else can I say, right? And with that being said, like you said, we haven't had a running back go off, but he was part of the reason why we lost that playoff game when we played Cincinnati. Was one of those runs from Joe Mixon, and Jeffrey Simmons is very familiar with Joe Mixon, right? And the way Murray and him has been playing at linebacker, they've been playing kind of shaky, right? That's something that we've had a problem. Now we've lost Dr. Gibbons, right? We lost Gibbons. He's out. So now you're asking the new linebacker to come in and do what he do. Also, again, when you got Nico Collins out there, he's back, right? Nico's back. He's going to probably do his thing. Like Justin Jefferson didn't go off, but like I told y'all last week, Jordan Addison, what did he do? He kind of went off, right? You just had Sam Darnold throwing him the ball, right? I still think he's trash in my opinion. He's okay. I'm not going to call him trash, but he's okay, right? So that's from that. On the defensive side of the ball, like you said, Stingley from LSU, man, what else did I got to say? He's going to be on Calvin. We'll throw it you, like you said, on the outside. Be careful. Even on the middle, you can throw it in the middle, but if the Texans are smart and they look at the film and they say, hey, this is what happened when explosive plays happened with the Vikings game, was they decided to do a zero blitz. how you contain Will Levis is you get pressure on him and you stay in cover 2, cover 3. Stay in zone, because if you stay in zone, what you don't do, you don't tell him to beat you deep, because he has a hard time sometimes reading defenses. So what you say is, hey, Will, beat us this way versus this way, because most of our points came from explosive plays. I'll take it, right?
Yep.
I'll take it. But at the same time, when you get a good defensive coordinator that can scheme and say, okay, hey, man, it's pretty simple. Stay in cover 2, cover 3. When in situations, we will say, hey, cover 0. Do what you got to do. Hey, go sit in the house. Situations, right? That's if I don't have my fast guys, like you said, on the outside. If I don't have fast guys on the outside that can rush the passer, then I ain't going to do it. But they have fast guys that can rush the passer. So we're struggling at right tackle. So if we can't contain there, we got a problem.
Yep.
So that's how we can lose a game.
Ooh, the right tackle, Jock, that's a problem, dude. That's ugly. That's ugly, dog. So yeah, we can real quick, I'm gonna give a shout out to Bryce Tubbs. What's going on, man? He had a long honeymoon in Nashville. What's up, man? What's happening? What's good, bro?
Welcome to Nashville, bro.
Welcome to Nashville. We can look at a few comments before we go to our next question, man.
Absolutely. What up, Toy? What's up with you?
What up, Toya?
We got William Jones in the building. I want to say some of these comments because some of these are question comments. I want to say some. Lake Show, what's going on? He says
tank season.
Yes, sir.
Tank season.
We got Ed in the building, brother. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's up? What's up? What's happening?
What up? What's up?
So Cal 7, thank you for watching the show. He all the way from Cali, bro. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
SoCal 7. I was just in Cali 2 weeks ago, man. I was just up there. So, hey, shout out. So, a lot of California fans that are Titan fans. So, shout out to y'all in Cali for sure. So, Jacques, looking at this game, we're playing an AFC South rival. Not too fond of the Texans, to be honest. I know a lot of their fans. Shout out to those. If there's any Texan fans that are watching the show, shout out to you. We appreciate you, joining the show. Texan fans can't stand Titan fans, man, for I guess whatever reason, I guess because of the colors and the cold blood. It ain't our fault, but name a player on the Titans for this Texans game that you feel can have a big game versus Houston.
Man, if he can get in the game, I would like to see him. Bryce Oliver. They don't know about Bryce Oliver, and I would like to see Bryce Oliver get a little bit more reps. Bryce Oliver has been doing his thing in preseason. He did a little something in this past game. So if Bryce Oliver gets in the game, look out for Bryce Oliver. On defense, I'm going to continue to say T Sweat, man. If T Sweat can disrupt the middle and get the middle going, we'll be all right. So that's for me. What about you?
I'm going to tell you this, man, who I think I'm going to say that he is going to have a big game. This guy right here, Will Levis. I see it. To your point earlier, it really depends on the defense that Houston brings out there. If they run a lot of zone and they run a lot of cover 2, it's going to be a problem for Will Levis. Even if they play a cover 1, sort of a hybrid 1-2, it's still going to be a problem for Levis, right? Based on the disguises. But Houston, when you look at them on defense, they are very aggressive and they trust their DBs. They trust Stingley. They do a lot of blitzes with their safeties. That's the reason why I think Will Levis can have a big game this game, because let's look at their depth chart here. When you look at their roster on defense, so look at their DBs. You look at Jalen Petrie; he's a good safety, and so is Jimmy Ward. But they're very aggressive. They shoot up the field. They trust Stingley and the rookie Kamari Lassiter. Jeff Okudah plays a lot too. He's very aggressive. So Jacques, I'm telling you, dude, like Will Levis can have a big game. If they allow him to be a lot of cover 0, depends on who's down the field. Hopefully Bryce Oliver and those guys get down the field. There will be opportunities for us to throw the ball deep. Secondly, on the other side, on defense, I'll tell you one guy that I'm really liking of late, man. That's been Amani Hooker, man. Hooker has done he's had 3 interceptions, man. He comes up and make a lot of tackles and things like that. I think Amani Hooker could have a big game. When I look at how C.J. Stroud and the offense has been playing, he's going to try to throw a lot to the tight end, Dalton Schultz. And so I think, Amani Hooker will cover him. He'll get an interception. I'm calling it now. Amani Hooker with an interception. That's what I think. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. So give us some player of the games from the Texans that you think have a good game on both sides.
this guy here. We got to be careful for CJ Stroud. Okay. CJ Stroud, has been kind of criticized over the last few games. Again, he's a sophomore. Looking at our team from a point standpoint, this will be a game where on offense, it's like, man, look, man, do your thing, CJ Stroud. No need to be afraid. Go out there, throw the ball, get you some opportunities. To your point, Nico Collins is back. Tank Dell is there. Now, Stephon Diggs, he's out for the season, but they got offensive weapons. They got Joe Mixon even catching passes. They got a Guanblier, the other running back that catches passes. All of that is going to be yards to CJ Stroud. So, again, I think our struggle is going to be scoring points. I think for them, CJ Stroud will be a guy that can have a big game on defense. We got to watch Will Anderson, man, on their right tackle, dude. I'm telling you, bro, that could be a problem. Will Anderson he's really good. He has a lot of speed. I'm not gonna say he's a powerful guy, but he has a lot of speed and a lot of technique. We got to be careful. Our right tackle, I can probably start at right tackle the way that we suck at right tackle. So, what about for you, Jacques?
First of all, I want to say this, and y'all might not like this, but I respect the Texans. I hate them, but I respect them. They're 7-4 at the end of the day. They got a solid squad at the end of the day. So I can talk stuff, but I can't talk it too much. When I look at the offensive side of the ball, I'm going with Joe Mixon, man, because, again, we haven't had a running back go off on us like this, but in the same breath, I got a funny feeling that the way he's coming on, I just feel like the way CJ Stroud is struggling, if I'm going to take the pressure off of him, I'm going to run Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon ran very well when he against the Cowboys. I was like, dude, you're running pretty solid.
Yes, he is, dog. Yes, he
was
is.
running, and that offensive line blocks very well. Something that our defense struggles with. We don't get sacks. We don't get turnovers. Yeah, we the number one defense, we're number two defense in the league, but it doesn't equal out right.
It doesn't.
So we can talk all day. We can say we got this, we got that, but if we're not, and I guarantee you, this is what Denard Wilson is saying in the coaches, whatever, whenever they're watching film. We can do all this stuff we want to, team, guys. We can do all this crap that we want to, but we ain't create no turnovers and we ain't get no damn sacks. So we're not doing that. Yeah, that number 2 look good. We can get that number 2 off the board. Until we get sacks, until we create turnovers, then we can call ourselves the number 2 defense. But right now, we ain't looking like shit. That's how I would approach it if I'm trying to motivate my team. Because to be honest with you, that don't look good on paper. What are we doing?
Facts.
So again, and I'm a realistic Titans fan. I'm a realistic analyst. I look at it from a realistic point of view. So Joe Mixon, watch out for him.
Yeah.
On the defensive side of the ball, Stingley. Okay. Again, I like what Will Levis is doing. Hey, take your shot. But Stingley to me is borderline. If I gotta tear him up, you got shut down corners, and he's right below that, right? Yep. He's one of those corners. It's like Ward with Cleveland. They're like here. You're like, man, y'all almost there.
Yep.
Something y'all missing, but y'all are so serviceable.
That's right.
That it's like if I throw it y'all way, I'm kind of afraid. And just how Will Levis throws his deep balls, it's just pause. It's just literally, it just goes just like that. And so as a DB, I'm like, oh, especially if I got good technique, I'm taking that thing. So watch for them too when it comes to who can have a big game on offense and defense.
Facts, no paper, Jacques. Facts, no paper. I'm gonna tell you something. A good point you brought up, dude, about Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon used to ball out against us when he was with the Bengals, wasn't he? Like, we'll shut down every running back except Joe Mixon. I'm like, the last time we played him, we shut him down. But in the playoffs and other games, I'm like, man, we can't stop Joe Mixon. When they won the playoff game against us, it was because of Joe Mixon.
It was because of Joe Mixon.
It wasn't Joe Burrow. I know you were. That's right.
I was pissed.
It wasn't Joe Burrow. It wasn't Jamar Chase. It was Mixon. It was Mixon. And Doc, let me tell you something that I think is cool too, that you and I both see eye to eye, dude, on something, bro. Ghost stats, right? Like ghost numbers, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're number 2 in the league in defense, but let's just be real, right? You know what I mean? Yep. So, I shout out to my boy Brett Mav. We were talking about this because I've been saying we number 2 or whatever. And then, you and Jacques, me and Jacques, we've been talking over the last several weeks about it's like, it's cool, but we still give up the second most points in the league. At the end of the day, that's what matters, right? You know what I mean? So we can stop the yards, but they're still scoring on us regardless.
Come on, bro.
It is what it is.
Hey, real quick. CJ, he said, man, why y'all bring up, because I'm going to tell you why I bring this particular game up every time. Because I was there in the flesh. And Hawk will tell you that is the most maddest I've ever been at the Titans ever. Like, I left the game early. I was so pissed off. I was mad for about a month. That's how ticked off I was. So I'm always going to bring that game up because of how we lost that game. 9 sacks, and you telling me we have everything that we needed to, and it took one person to just F it up. One person to F it up. And y'all know who that person was.
That's right. Yeah, I still have nightmares about that because I said then, I was like, listen, we're the number, and all season long. Okay. First of all, let's shout out Stanley Wilson. What's happening? What's happening, bro? Stanley Wilson. Ooh. Stanley Wilson in the building. Stanley, what's happening, bro? We appreciate it, man. We really appreciate this always, bro. So, Jacques, I still have nightmares about that because I was like, Jacques, man, we're the number 1 seed. And all season long, that season, before the season started, I kept saying we're going to win the Super Bowl. I knew we were a good football team. I knew that. When the season started, I said, we got a hell of a team, dude. You had prime Derrick Henry, you had young to the prime A.J. Brown. Like, I was like, oh, we're formulating, dog. Like, we're here, right? The best receiver core we've ever had here. We had a really good tight end. I was like, our defense was strong. And then, game 1 of the playoffs, like, man, the number 1 seed, and you lose, it's like we may not ever get here again, or it's gonna be a long time, right?
Hey, that's why I went to the game. I went to the game because I said I might not never get to do nothing like this ever again because the Titans might not have another home playoff game ever. So to create that memory and to have that memory in my head just to be there by myself, I was like, man, this is an amazing feeling. So I bro, and Tannehill again. People were screaming for the mountaintops, and and I know you probably got a lot of slack. You got a lot of slack for saying this. I know you did. D09, tell me how much slack that you got for saying Tannehill wasn't the guy. Because at the time, people were screaming from the mountaintops, he was the guy. He was the guy. He was the guy. And after that game, I told Hawk, I already been on the table. I was teetering. But that game, I said he got to go. I was done with him. I said he has to go. He's not my quarterback no more. We suck, and then look how we kept trending down. Now you
yeah, for sure. So, well, all right, folks. Well, let's get to our favorite part of the show, y'all, and that is the live chop up. We want to give you all an opportunity to sit at the dinner table, man. Look, get the ingredients, chop up everything, man. Hey. Let's get it going. Throw your questions out there. Fire off your questions, and we're going to answer them. And, of course, if you throw a super chat out there, it takes over any other question. I don't give a crap what it's about. You throw a super chat out there, it reigns supreme for sure. And you get a shout-out as well.
All right, so we got a couple of questions that already came in, so let's get to them. Derek D. Brown, DB says, why isn't Bryce Oliver getting enough reps? When a receiver is not getting enough reps, it comes from coaches' trust, right? How much does the coaches trust him in the offensive scheme? That's one. 2, he has to take somebody's spot. So I see he's kind of starting to get in there and elevate. And 3, when it comes down to it, how much does he know the playbook? He looks like he knows what he's doing. But, I mean, hey, that's me. What about you, Hawk?
I got nothing else to say on that, dog. That's perfect. Yes, agreed. Facts, no paper.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get Eric Gray. When is Eric Gray coming, Hawk?
I still haven't heard. I haven't really heard a lot of progress with Eric Gray on as far as him getting healthy and things. The linebacker, the rookie from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, he showed.
Yeah.
They designated him to come back, so he's supposed to come back. But I'm like you. I
haven't heard.
Yeah,
I haven't heard. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Unless somebody could find some on Twitter, like right now. I hadn't heard nothing as of this show.
Yeah, let's see here. What's up, y'all? Have y'all gotten y'all season ticket member sweatshirt yet? William Jones, to answer your question, no. I have had that thing ordered since the beginning of the season. One, they charged me for it, so they had to go back and reverse the charge, and I still haven't got my sweatshirt. So, no. William, have you? They slacking, man. They slacking bad, bro. We losing. Ain't nobody at the games, and I can't even get my sweatshirt. Come on, Titans. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Man, you supposed to give us something free. Man, come on. D09 says Cam or Shador. Hawk, has your mind changed since when did we talk about this?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we said, hey, ain't nothing in stone. Okay, here's my answer. Either one of them, to be honest with you. And really based on where we draft. So let me take D09. Let me tell you why this is a real small question that you have up here as far as context, right? Cam or Shador, simple question. Cam or Shador is one or the other. But let me tell you what your question is done. We threw a poll question out there on Instagram, right? Asking folks. Right now, we have the number 2 pick in the draft as of today.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We number 2. I think I got this on. I think I have it on here. Well, regardless, hey, just believe what we say on here. All right, it's on here somewhere. All right. No, I don't have. All right, regardless. Okay, so in the vote, Jacques, most people pick another position. We had 3 questions. Draft a quarterback, pick another position, or trade. It went pick another position first, quarterback, and then trade. So if we pick 2, Jacques, and Will Levis is playing like he is right now, I'm drafting a quarterback. In order for me to say no, Will has to really start balling out right now. I'm saying right now, either one of them. Preferably right today, I'm going to say Shador Sanders. I said Cam, but I said my answer can change tomorrow. But I'm shocked to hear people say keep Will Levis. I'm not shocked, I guess, because the quarterback play in the league is trash. Daniel Jones got cut.
Yep.
Okay? So it lets you know right there. So people have a lot of hope in Will, okay? But I was shocked to see the voting of people saying, hey, draft something else. What about you, Jacques? Holla at your boy, man.
So I am 100% in agreement, and I think we talked about this too, Hawk. And I think we had a side conversation about it. That game, what's happened in D09, you're 100% correct. If you understand football at a granular level, if you understand, it's 3 tiers of understanding football. You got the fan level, which is the most exciting level because anything can look fabulous. You have the next level, the player level, right? We've played it, we've done it. And then you got the coaching level. And that's the level that sucks because it takes the enjoyment out of football in everything you do, right? I'm getting into that level. And I don't care what level you're on. You're in youth, middle school, high school. It is hard, y'all. I'm telling you. Coaching is some of the hardest things that I've ever dipped my toe in. And when you start breaking down film and you start looking at all 22, see, the problem with the telly, is you can only see it from one angle. But when you're at the game and you understand and you see certain things, you're like, man, why he didn't throw it here? Why he didn't throw it here? He should have threw it here. Those fantastic, explosive plays are amazing. It's the most amazing thing to see because it brings excitement. It's touchdowns. If we playing all the time, we're going to throw it down. Hey, come, go, 0, go.
Right.
But the problem is it doesn't work like that. Defense coordinators are smart. Remember, people, you got an offense and a defense. And the defense, when you're scheming, it is very, very good to scheme. Some of the hardest players to scheme against is the Peyton Mannings, the Drew Breeses. Even trying to scheme against Shador seems pretty hard, right? So when I look at him, minus the explosive plays, when I go back and look at his college film, it is the same crap. It's the same stuff. I'm looking at that. I'm like, he should have threw it to the check down. Why didn't he throw the check down? Okay, his first read, you stupid. The first read is downtown. Like, nah, bro, bring it back midtown. Bring it midtown or bring it not uptown. Don't take it downtown. Bring it midtown. Read from left to right to go. No. When you're in your sophomore season, that is, well, actually, latter part of your rookie season, if you're starting, you should start to pick it up. Bo Nix, I'm going to use him as an example. Do you mind?
Go for it.
Bo Nix, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Bo Nix was okay in college, right? But being under Sean Payton, you can tell Sean Payton system fits him. And 2, he's going through his progressions. And I'm like, why is Bo Nix picking it up faster than him? Okay, I'm going to go to Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is struggling a little bit, but still he's able to read it. And it also goes into preparation. How is Will how's he prepping? What's his preparation look like? How much film study are you looking? Are you just looking at film, or are you saying, hey, what can I do to get my more endorsements? Can I get another mayonnaise commercial? Can I get this? And I understand your family got to eat. I get it. But at the same time, man, you're trying to put a winning product out there. So I'm 100% with you. If we're picking 1 and 2, which we might not get to do, I don't know, ever again. I'm just hypothetically talking.
Right.
You go for your quarterback. And if Shador's there, you take him. If Cam's there, you take him. And what you do is you do not get rid of Will. You keep Will. And you say, Will, we're going to battle it out in camp, right? And I'm gonna keep riding with Will until Shador Cam gets up to speed. And then once y'all get up to speed, oh, we there. And if I see progression from them early, oh, we cooking. We cooking. But right now, no, I'm going for it. And I understand from a fan perspective why they voted like that, because you see the progression in a way where, man, he just threw a 50-yard pass, man. He looked good. Off his back foot, man, he looked good. Man, bump that interception, man, he looked good. Right? I got Thanksgiving coming up, so I know my pops. Shout out to pops, man. We're going to have this conversation. And he's probably going to say the same thing, man. You know, he look good, son. I'm like, nah. Pops, he still has a lot. He has a lot to learn. He still has to grow up mentally. To me, he's not mature. That's just me. He has to grow up and he has to mature. So, yes, Hulk, I'm sorry I took up a little bit of time, but I am definitely going with a quarterback if I can. Now, I'll add to this question. Lake Show comes through. He says Sanders, Ward, T-Mac, first pick.
All right, we got two super chats.
I told you I was cooking too long. My bad, bro.
All right.
Titan South said we should have 370 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the refs.
Ooh,
I get it.
I do. Titan South. We're gonna find a picture here that I got up here, Jacques. All right, Titan South. Ooh, Titan South in the building. He is right. He's right. And look, Will Levis has improved. There's no question about that. Will Levis is projecting upward for sure. But we'll see when the season ends and where we pick. You know what I'm saying? If we pick 5 or 6, you either try to trade up to get a QB, or here's the thing. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. The New York Giants now need a quarterback. Bad. Okay? Bad. The Raiders need a quarterback. Bad. The New York Jets need a quarterback. Bad. They are right there with us in the draft. Okay, the Giants are 3, the Raiders are 4, the Jets are 5. Okay, Cleveland might need a quarterback. They're 6. So we'll see. But appreciate it.
Cedric says, excited to hear a fire competition in y'all, competition in y'all's voice. One brick at a time. Keep building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cedric Williams. Ooh. Cedric Williams in the building. Heavy. Hey, C-Dub, we appreciate it, bro. I know that's what they call you, C-Dub, I'm sure, man.
Yeah. And he's improved. But my thing is, they say his ceiling is Josh Allen. And like you said, I think you said it, Hawk. Josh Allen, you've seen the progression each year. You've seen him progress in a way. You're like, okay, he has it. He has it. He's getting it. He's understanding it. He's picking it up. And I think, to me, I just haven't seen it yet. And how long do you wait, right? How long do you wait before you pull the trigger? Because we can say, because I've seen people say too, well, let's just wait till next year and get a quarterback. How we know that that crop of quarterbacks is going to be a fire thing, right? You got the Manning kid, right? He's, in my opinion, he's okay. He hasn't done nothing spectacular to be like, boom. Nico still needs to mature, right? Because that's what you're gonna hear those two names a lot. Nico and Manning. It's like, okay, don't get him because the name, right? Yep. Don't get him because the name. We got another super chat. Steve BOE, he says all facts. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Steve BOE, Gordy TV. Ooh. Steve BOE, Gordy TV in the building. Sir. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. DO9, and you're correct. He has not won a game yet. We talk about stats. He can throw for 370 yards and 2 touchdowns, but did we win the damn game? No.
Nope. Yep. At the end of the day, we're not, and that's what I'm saying about Callahan too, y'all. He ain't winning games. We're not winning games. And we're not scoring points. 17 points a game, that's not gonna cut it. So
Titan South says Levis may really be our franchise guy. And this one, I'm gonna get to you here in a minute, Titan South. Let's give him the boom, bro.
Titan South. Boom. Titan South in the building once again. Thank you, Titan South.
So this was my point. So we're going to say give him some time. How much time does he have? Because Callahan doesn't have a lot of. If Callahan does this next year and we go in the season only 3-4 wins, then what happens? Right? We're going to be in the same house as we were with Tannehill. You're going to always hear, well, we could have. Man, we gave him time. Why is he not progressing? What's going on? I'm telling y'all, the way things move now, you have stuff that can get you going. And that's the problem is how long does Callahan have? Because Callahan only got to that new stadium, and if we not scoring points and winning games, y'all, he ain't gonna be here too much longer either.
Yeah. Facts. Somebody made a comment. Check this comment out, Jacques.
All right. That's a waste of a pick. I'm not a big Shador Cam. Okay. So MD, I like it. So what would you do in that? And I've heard trade back. What would you do in this situation? Okay, I'm gonna put.
Yeah, you're on mute. I can't hear you. You must have hit a chord or something. I can't hear you.
Okay,
There
hold
you
on.
go. There you go.
Okay,
Go for it.
So let me put you in a scenario here. All right, you in the draft room, and you're picking number 2, and the Raiders call you, or not even. Let's say the Raiders win a couple of games and they're at pick 10. And they say, hey, we'll give you our first round pick next year. We'll give you our second round pick this year. How come it's even for you? We'll give you our first round pick for next year. We'll give you our second round pick for this year. And we'll give you a 4th round pick of 2026 or something crazy, right? Would you take that trade, Hawk? Would y'all take that trade?
Okay, ask that one more time. I missed the first part.
So hypothetically speaking, if the Titans are picking number 2, the Raiders are picking number 7 or 8 or 9, let's say 10, right? They win a couple of games and they need a quarterback bad. And they say, hey, Hawk, I'll give you my second round pick this year. I'll give you my first round pick next year, and I'll give you my 4th round pick for 2026. Are you taking that trade?
You said take a second round, take their
second round pick for this year.
So we had to swap first round picks, though. We had to swap first round picks.
Yes, you got to swap
extra second, right?
You get the 10th pick. You get 2 second round picks. Right. Remember, you don't have a third. You don't have a third this year.
Yeah, here's my answer. Okay, in the equation, how well is Will Levis playing?
Okay, so let me add that in the scenario. Let me add that. We haven't won a game. we didn't win no games for the rest of the season.
Yep. Ooh.
We didn't win no games for the rest of the season.
Nope. And then I would say this. I would say no because we need a quarterback.
Okay.
And I would, to MB's point, I know several people that are not as big on Shador Cam because Shador is not the greatest athlete. And Cam, just like Will Levis at times, takes a long time to throw the football. He kind of plays erratic sometimes. So how well are they going to do in camp? It's on them. The answer's on them, not me. It's on them. It's like, look, we got the second pick. How well are you going to do in camp? If they do well, I'm staying at 2. I'm drafting one of them. If they don't, and Will Levis is playing better, I do not make the trade. What about you, John?
So, with that trade, that's hard, bro, because that's a hell of a trade. And if I'm thinking how the Titans think and Rand and Brinker think, they want picks. So they would definitely take that trade. They're definitely taking that trade. I'm like you. It depends on how Will has played. Am I willing to sacrifice and say, okay, hey, we're going to ride this thing out another year? Now, I did say at the beginning of the season, ride him out another year. I did. I said, remember that? I told you, ride him out another year, see what he does. Now, will that happen? I don't know. Will Levis throws ball placement is flawless. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Titans South
thing,
once again. Do.
Boom.
Titans South in the building again. Appreciate it, Titans South.
So Titans South, let me ask you a question. How would you improve his pocket awareness? Because his pocket awareness is not the best.
It's not.
How do you fix that? How do you fix pocket awareness? Okay. Again, these are things that y'all pay attention when y'all looking at him play. Pocket awareness is not the best. He's real panicky in the pocket. Who does that kind of remind you of? He played here, Tannehill, right? Yeah. Tannehill's pocket awareness wasn't the best.
Do you think his ball placement is flawless?
No, his ball placement is cool. It's good. His deep ball placement is nice at times. He's inconsistent. If he can consistently do it, I'm okay with that. But he's inconsistent.
Yep.
That's the problem. And he's not a rookie anymore. That's people got to get that out their head too. He's not a rookie. He's in his sophomore year. And he did start some games last year.
That's
so
right.
Again,
that's right.
You can't keep living on a wing and a prayer. Let me see. We got another super chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man. $4.99. Yes, he says, what do y'all think of drafting Travis Hunter and trading up later in the first round, possibly taking Milroy? Could be another possibility.
Yep. All right. CJ2K post. Do.
Boom.
CJ2K post in the building. So
now, go ahead, Hawk. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
All right. So this is what I look at here. All right. In drafting Travis Hunter in number 2, the number 2 pick. Throw that question back up. That was kind of a long question. You good. You good. All right. So if we drafted Travis Hunter trading up later, what would we trade up later? Are we saying trading back? Because Travis Hunter's not going past 5. So we either draft him or that's it, right? So we would trade back and then maybe get Jalen Milroe. I know a few people that want Milroe on our team. They sort of compare him to Lamar Jackson, the way that he plays and things like that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want, and I might be wrong. Jalen Milroe could be the MVP of the league one day. But I'm just saying, for what I've seen him in person. I've been to Alabama, watched him play. I'm going to say that as a first round pick, I wouldn't take Jalen Milroe. I wouldn't take
agree.
Milroe. Yep. Even if we trade it back, we need a right tackle or we need a receiver.
Yep. I agree 100%. And to be honest with you, if they don't draft a quarterback and if Travis is there, take Travis. I'll take him, but I ain't trading back. You know what? Give me Travis and I'll ride with another 5 and 10, 11, 12 season. I know we got a generational talent. That's how I'll look at that. If you give me Travis Hunter, I'll take Will Levis again. I'll be like, do your thing, bro. And we ain't winning no Super Bowl with him. I just say that, and I can accept that. I can be like, okay, I can accept that, whatever, right? But I can definitely see that. Let me see.
Oh, you say no Super Bowl with Will Levis ever?
Hell no.
Okay.
In my opinion, no.
Okay.
No.
I feel,
no.
hey.
No.
Say what you feel.
Hell no. Joe Burrow get one before him. Let's see. Bryce Tubbs, $4.99. He says, you put Cam Sanders in last year's quarterback class, they may not even be top 5 picks at their spot. That's why I'm taking Travis Hunter over both of them.
Okay. Bryce Tubbs.
Boom.
Bryce Tubbs in the building. Appreciate it, Bryce.
Now, let me ask people this. Is it because of his arrogant attitude? Sometimes I look at him and people don't. There's a lot of people that give him credit, but then a lot of people criticize him because of his attitude and the baggage that he comes with his father. I see it as confidence. Do your thing, Shador. Now, this is a great question. This is a great question. I think I told you we were going to talk about it on the show, Hawk, and I wish we would have, but I'm going to ask it. Does Deion want him to even come to the Titans? Deion has made a statement that he said if it's a team that he sees that he doesn't want Shador or Travis Hunter to go to, he's going to say no. Do you think that Deion Sanders would let Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders come to the Tennessee Titans? And why I loop Travis Hunter in? Because he looks at Travis Hunter as his other son. What do you think, Hawk?
You see that man right there? That's
Yep.
Rand Carthon. Okay. If Rand was to ever cook a day in his life, we're assuming Rand cooks, based on free agency signing those things and negotiations he's made. There's a connection between Rand and Deion Sanders. They're both Florida boys, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's an instant connection. Rand could make that happen. I do believe that. If Shador's available or Travis Hunter, I think it'll be easier to have Travis Hunter here than say Shador, because I honestly do think Deion would like Shador to be in a primetime team like the New York Giants
or Cowboys,
or the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, I've heard rumors about the Cowboys. Let me tell y'all, the Cowboys suck. Okay,
yes, they do.
They're terrible. And then Dak Prescott's out, the Cowboys are going to be up there at some point too. They're a terrible football team. So, I look at, who if the number one pick is the Raiders or whatever, Shador is gone. But we're just hypothetically speaking, Jacksonville, Tennessee, I actually think we could. But I do think there's going to be some rumblings between Deion and us to where it's like, hey, Callahan, hey, bro, it's Deion. Like, hey, bro, let me tell you something, dog. That's my son right there.
Yep.
I saw last year kind of with Will Levis and all that. That ain't happening with my son. It'd be conversations like that. You know what I mean? So Shador's not, he's from Dallas, Texas, but Shador's not a big city guy. Like he's in Boulder, Colorado, right? So, it ain't like New York or Vegas. Nashville's a big city in its own, but it's still like a small town compared to them, right? So, yes, I think Deion will be all right with it here. And I might be wrong, but that's what I feel. What about you, Jacques?
I agree because Ryan has that. He has that swag, and he has that off to network, and he probably already knows Deion, right? He's probably already been kind of chopping it up with Deion. But like you said, it's one of those things where you have two sons. I have a son, and they've played sports. My son is currently in his first time playing youth football, and the reason why I'm prompting the coach because I see some things, and it's like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that, right? protect your seed, and you want to make sure your seed is set up for success. I understand where Deion is coming from. And if he wants to put them in successful situations, I get it, right? So I do think Rand has just has the swag to say, hey, we'll take care of him. We get him right. We're going to make sure we're going to surround him around the best talent. We're going to make sure we put him in with the best offensive line. And it's on your son at the end of the day to progress. It's on your son to make these things happen. So, yeah. Real quick, Hawk. MD says pocket awareness, coach more checkdowns. Okay, their checkdowns have been there, MD. The checkdowns have been there. He just doesn't see them all the time.
He doesn't
see them all the time.
He doesn't see him. Again,
if I challenge y'all to pay attention to certain things when you're watching the film or watching TV, pause your TV and you look, you be like, why he didn't throw it here? That's a check down.
Yep.
When you do that small route that you come back, boom, check down. I can check down all day, but if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm gonna kill that. Oh, let's do it. Okay, you want to check down all day? I'm gonna put you in cover 2, cover 3. Right. Just sit right there. That's all you gotta do. Let's see.
And the other thing too is Will Levis's ability to get sacked out there on the football field.
Right.
Even with the check downs, even when it's been available, Will Levis puts himself in positions to get sacked.
Yep.
So he doesn't climb the pocket well. He actually runs it to linemen sometimes. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And I can see Will Levis thinking. You know what I'm saying? Thinking. And he doesn't want. He said a comment just yesterday. He said when somebody asked him, "Do you feel like you're getting better?" He said, "Well, at least I'm not throwing chest passes and I'm not fumbling." That's a smart answer. I think that's kind of a cool answer. That's kind of a funny answer.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
So that lets you know he's thinking. Like, okay, I can't do that type of stuff anymore. But with that, can we see him progressing on climbing the pocket and not taking unnecessary sacks, man?
Now, one thing I do like how they used him Sunday, where they had him on those rollouts, him running the ball. I like that because he's a runner. I said that last year. I said have him run the ball out more because I know it puts his body in danger, but he's really good at it. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's see. Ocho says, let me see. If Will Levis lights up the Texas Sunday, will it change your mind? No, it will not. It will not. We got to win the game. And we got to be consistent. We got to win games. We can win 2 to 3 games. And if he consistently doing it, I'm all about consistency, y'all. I'm going to be straight 100 with y'all. I'm about consistency. So if he goes out there and throws 350 yards in the Texans game and we lose, okay, cool. Can he do it again? If he does it again, then we got us something. I'm like, okay, he's learning. If he does it again and he's learning it with the check downs and to go through his reads, we got us something else. Then I can kind of sit back and relax and be like, okay, boom. But again, no, not one game is not going to do it for me. I don't live on that. I don't live on that rock like that. That's just not me. you that's like in a relationship. You did it one time, you probably going to do it again. Now, one thing I do give him credit, well, he did throw an interception Sunday, but that was garbage time. I ain't even going to cook him on that. Yeah, but, I mean, he ain't throwing no stupid interception.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Yeah, so I give him
progress is occurring. I see it. Like he still got, it's not like, oh yeah, he's good. He's our franchise and Titan South.
Boom.
Titan
right
South.
On time.
Again, right on time. The answer is no.
No.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet. It's gonna take time. But I do think we'll know by the end of the season.
Yep.
You'll know. We'll all know by the end of the season.
Let me ask you this, Hawk. What's your definition of a franchise quarterback? And y'all can answer this question in the comment section as well. What is your definition of a franchise quarterback?
I look at positives, negatives, 70-30, okay? 70, even 65-35. What I mean is I don't expect no quarterback to be perfect, right? But I do expect a quarterback to play at least good 70% of the time, okay? If you're on that side of the graph, then you are a franchise quarterback. And I'm saying, can we trust you every game to not make bonehead plays and to cost us games every game, right? If I'm sitting there watching the game and I'm nervous, you're not a franchise quarterback. Mm-hmm. If I watch a game and the defense isn't a bit afraid of you, you're not a franchise quarterback. If you are a quarterback that's at 2-to-1 of a turnover ratio, you're not a franchise quarterback. If you're a quarterback that continues to get injured, you're not a franchise quarterback. If you're a quarterback that's not a leader, you're not a franchise quarterback. I can keep going. I hope that answers your question.
Facts, no paper. I can't say it better. You're 100% correct, bro. And you look at somebody like Trevor Lawrence. Is Trevor Lawrence a franchise quarterback in my opinion? No, he's been there too long. Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, and I've always said this, He did a lot in college. He was successful, but sometimes when you work that hard in college and you try to transition to the NFL, it's hard, right? It's hard. It's really hard, man. And he's not a franchise quarterback, but they probably try to put him in a box like he is. He's not. Anthony Chan, what up, brother? He says Danny Dimes.
What up, Anthony Chan? Do.
Boom.
Anthony Chan in the building. Hey, man. Daniel Jones. Yeah, Daniel Jones, man.
No, sir. No,
Danny
sir.
Pennies.
No,
Danny
sir.
Danny Pennies.
Nope. Give me Will. I'll take Will Levis over him.
Yeah.
I'll take if
you know what though, Jock? So, Anthony, I got a question for you. Danny Dimes over Will Levis, no. But Danny Dimes or Danny Pennies, as they've been saying, over Mason Rudolph as a backup quarterback? Okay, I got you.
No, I'll take Mason Rudolph. I'll take Mason Rudolph out. Danny Dimes sucks. He's another one. He's like Zach Wilson. They're quarterbacks that they are constructed. They're built by the media. The media puts this pre-draft hype on these quarterbacks like, hey, you're a first-round pick. You're a first-round pick. And you look at the hype, you be like, AR. I'm going to use AR for the Colts, for example. He's young, but he's not a franchise quarterback. He's still young, but to me, I'm like, how many games did he play? He only played how many games? And he got a big arm. He can throw it down like 100 yards, man. That's not football. Football, especially at the quarterback position. No, sir. No, sir. Yeah. Brian Callahan thoughts or Mike. Ooh, great question, Titan South. Boom!
Titan South once again in the building.
Ooh, Hawk, Brian Callahan or Mike Vrabel?
Or Mike Vrabel.
Ooh.
Right now, Mike Vrabel. Right now. I might not be as optimistic about Callahan right now because he's put a lot of responsibilities on himself. Now, Jacques, I'm not going to take that from you. You've said about Callahan being the OC and the HC, right, as a young guy. Now, again, there been coaches that have done that? Yes. But it's not where Callahan has been proven in the past over a long period of time. Not saying he's a bad coach, but I'm saying right now, Callahan's got some proving to do with me. He's got to – and he's a rookie. I get that. I understand all that. I say that. Agreed. But I'm saying is I still have to see him do something monumental. Can he win a big game? Can he make the right decisions in those things? So right now, the question would be, say, Callahan at this point versus Vrabel where he was at that point. I don't know where Vrabel's record was up to this point to where Callahan is, but Vrabel had a little more clout than Callahan coming into as a coach. So, I'm going to say Vrabel for right now for me.
I'm going to surprise you. I'm going Callahan, man. I'm going to be honest with you because of the simple fact that we've seen what Vrabel can do, right? Vrabel's a motivator. He's a guy he's a leader of quote unquote men. He can rally the crowd. He can get you motivated. He can get you going. But I've seen that book. I've read that book. I'm sorry. I'll take Callahan because he's a rookie. We need something fresh. And remember, guys, I think D09, I think you said it. Will Levis is not Callahan's quarterback. He did not draft Will Levis. So I can't judge him off of trying to make something into nothing. I get it. He's a rookie coach. He has a lot to learn. Mike Vrabel did some amazing things. Yes, he did. But on that latter part, bruh, what that leader of men can only work for so long. And again, if Callahan can kind of split the responsibilities and give his offensive play calling to somebody besides that other guy we got, I forgot his name. I don't like him either. I like a proven guy, in my opinion. Yeah. But for me, Callahan, man. I like Vrabel. Vrabel's been here, but I'm cool, man.
I tell you this. I guarantee y'all this. I guarantee you this. Mike Vrabel will be a head coach somewhere next year.
Yes. It's coming. Because
Vrabel has a lot of respect in the league. And to your point, Jacques, towards the end of his time here, yes. But Vrabel had incredible years here too. You know what I mean?
And I can't take that away. Again, he took us to a championship. But also, when it's time to pull the trigger and we need somebody like a quarterback, he tried. I'll give him his credit. He tried with C.J. Stroud, but neither him or Rand picked Will Levis. That was Amy Adams Strunk, right? So we don't know what the actual storybook would have been if he would have got his actual quarterback. Because even with him, he inherited Tannehill, right? He inherited Tannehill.
He did.
John Robinson picked Malik Willis. Vrabel has never got a chance to pick his quarterback. So now he had an opportunity to do it. it was like, okay, it was taken away from him. So how can I really judge him off of that? Yes, he's going to be a coach somewhere. Let's see him get a fresh start, and let's see where he goes and what he does with that fresh start, right? Let's see how he runs that. Like, again, sometimes, man, marriages don't work. Sometimes you need a fresh start. He needs a fresh start. He gets a fresh perspective, and we get a fresh perspective. It's just time to just take those and sever them. You know what I mean? Yep, Titan South, you said it. There you go. That's what I was thinking. Yes, that from what
that was Chan. We missed
yeah. I'm sorry, Chan. My bad, bro.
I know you good. Anthony Chan. Do.
Boom.
Anthony Chan in the building. Where will we be right now with Derrick Henry and Vrabel?
I think the same spot because
probably about the same spot. Probably
you still have the same quarter.
Well, I'm gonna say
2 or 3 more games.
We probably have won maybe one more, maybe 1.5 to 2 more games because of Derrick Henry running the football. Because of the offensive linemen that we do have, we're more of a running team. And you take some of them runs, the successes that Tony Pollard has, and you give that to the King, he's going to turn that around for touchdowns. So I'm going to say, too, it doesn't mean that our team prospects is better for the future. We still are a non-playoff football team, and we still suck, even with Derrick Henry and Mike Vrabel.
And you know what's crazy, Bryce Tubbs? I agree with you. If we would have done this, if we do this every time as Titans fans, man, we won't have a coach permanently here at all. If you can give us an opportunity to fire, if you gave us a hire and fire button, this organization would be bankrupt tomorrow. Okay. So when I look at this comment, you're 100% correct. Dan Campbell went in his first year 3-14, and I'm telling y'all again, if you haven't coached, man, it puts. Hawk, if you look at Mike Vrabel when he first started coaching and when he ended his tenure with us, he looks 5, 6, 7, 8 years older than what he was, right?
Right.
It takes time, man. It is hard. It is hard to try to put people with in places and this and that and this. Try it. I'm just saying. I'll tell anybody to try it. Try it.
Throw that question back up there, Jacques, if you don't mind. So for me, I say is this. I'm not so much saying that the wins and losses that he's having so much as, decision making. I know he's a rookie. I get that. But again, he might be taking on too much responsibility. That's just, what I'm saying? And so, there's a whole lot of coaches. Tom Landry was 1-15, and he's a Super Bowl winning coach. Jimmy Johnson was 1-15. We can go on and on about coaches in their first year or whatever. Yes. What I'm saying is I'm looking at those that think Callahan, he's it. That's our guy. I'm not saying that. He's got some ways to prove. Like, you got people that think Callahan is the next.
No,
he ain't people are, because he's this offensive mind and things like that. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking so much of him being like a failure. I'm just saying, like, slow your roll, y'all, because he hasn't proven anything yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't say he's this offensive guru and all this, and we're only scoring 17 points a game.
I agree.
You know
Facts, no paper. And I agree 100% with that, Hawk, because you're 100% correct. And that's why I say I want to give him grace to see if he can bring his guy in here that fits his system, because I want to see what he can do in his system. And like you said, I haven't seen enough. Like, I didn't even gonna call him just a guru. I haven't seen enough. I'm like, you're a rookie head coach. You're trying to do something that's like, okay, cool. I see what I'm giving him really next year. And this offseason, bro, is very important. It's very important. JS75, why do we always have mediocre quarterbacks? Well, that's a great question.
Do we?
The draft. I say the draft.
So, yeah,
the
draft. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we have. I mean, Steve McNair was incredible. So you take him out of that picture. And Warren Moon is with Houston, Tennessee, whatever. But I'm looking at quarterbacks since then. Yeah, we have had some mediocre quarterbacks. We have. Bro. We have. I'd put Ryan Tannehill above mediocre. I mean, his last year or two, but prime Tannehill with prime Derrick Henry was a problem. So I don't know.
Was that success more on Derrick Henry versus Tannehill?
Yeah, it was on Derrick Henry, but Tannehill didn't make mistakes.
Yeah, and Blaze, the quarterback coach, I can't keep blaming the quarterback coach, because you can say the quarterback coach all you want to, and I respect the comment, but we can't keep using those particular excuses when it's on the organization to bring in the talent and scout the talent, right?
Yep.
And that's on them. It's really on your scouting department. Your scouting department has to do a hell of a job to say, okay, what do we invest in? Are we investing in, because we invest in running back scouting. We scout running backs very well. That's what we do.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, we do a very good job. But when it comes to quarterbacks, I don't think they put enough investment in that. And I think they need to start investing and looking into this quarterback position, because we see it now. Without the quarterback, man, the ultimate goal, I don't know about y'all, I want a Super Bowl, okay?
Me too,
I'm tired of being mediocre. We are old enough Titans fans, and our Titans fans. Let me put a one in the chat if you watched the Titans Super Bowl. If you were there, if you understood the ramifications and how the city felt at that time, however the electricity behind us going to a Super Bowl and how that feels, people, if you wasn't there, I feel sorry for you, because you didn't see the greatness of that team and of that era.
Right. And I was a young adult at that time, and I was around all of that when we went to the Super Bowl. It was amazing. So there's a question I got to throw on here, Jacques. All right. What are y'all thoughts on people? Okay, so those who watch 102.5 The Game, I don't know how many of y'all watch it. If you do, put a 2 in the chat. I'm a regular on there, okay? I call a lot. And as a result of that, I have one call of the day. I've been on different, I've won, like, going on concerts. I've even had dinner with Jared and them as a result of this. I literally just a few days ago called in. You are absolutely correct. The media is, especially Jared, is killing Rand Carthon, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the Titans lose, you don't hear the media talking about why the Titans lost. They put the blame on Rand Carthon on every loss. It's like, hold up, y'all. Let's get away from that for a minute, bro. And let's look at why we lost, okay? And so I don't know why it keeps happening. You know what I'm saying? It could be many factors for sure. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it is out of hand. He talks about if Rand had a right tackle. Okay, if he had a right tackle, then he say, well, he should have had a center. If he'd had a center, well, he should have had a defensive back. It's always finger pointing. Screw all that. The players got to play on the field. Rand put players out there in the field. It's for the coaches and the players to perform on the field, right? Rand is not out there on the field coaching. It's on the players. And to your point, just like Callahan, Rand hasn't been here long either. It's going to take time to see players mature and get better. That's why John Robinson was here even a bit long over the last 3 years, despite the fact that his drafts were terrible. But you don't know if they're bad until they play. It's like, oh, J-Rob, them draft picks are horrible. Get to a point like, man, that's 3 years in a row. We got to get you out of here. You know what I mean? So, yes, Jared hates Rand. He hates Rand Carthon. He puts every show, and I cut it off. I say, bro, not that I'm being sensitive to it. It's just more like that's all he talks about. Change it up.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. If Rand, I'm not saying Rand don't deserve smoke. Give him smoke if you feel that way. But don't let that be every time you talk about it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. Ed Champ said,
"Who's in the comments?" No.
Yeah, Ed Champ said he was there. Okay, Ed, so you was there to witness the cry fest. Let me see.
Oh, for real? Okay, all right.
Lake Show said he was 9. I was about 9 or 10. It was the same thing. That's what made me fall in love with the Titans. Bryce, I apologize, man. I know you wasn't born, brother, but I get it, dog. You had to beat. I cried like a baby because we lost. Let me see. Yeah. Titans South said, I bet Will Levis beats the Bengals in the playoff game in 2021. But Tannehill quarterback hit of history.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't either, bro.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either. I'll say this: he probably would have did that Tannehill didn't do. He'll at least throw it to AJ Brown deep.
Yeah, that's right.
That's one thing I'm gonna say
too, though, right?
Yeah. That's one thing I do respect.
AJ.
That's one thing I respect about Will Levis. That's one thing I do respect about him.
Yeah,
he'll say F it and throw that thing down there. Throw it down there, bro. Just throw it down there. Yeah. And if you had a receiver that has enough oomph to get it, which AJ Brown does at the time, and he still kind of does, boom. With you in a playoff game, man, you have to bring your A game, and we see Tannehill couldn't do it. and at the time, the Bengals had a sneaky good defense. That's what pissed me off. Was the Hulk? I remember we did that show, and we were like, man, the Bengals defense they trash.
Yeah, exactly. We did. It was called expose them is what we were saying. Yes,
man, bro,
and we were right,
bro. They wasn't good.
They were not. Expose the fan. We had that. And we also had state your case, bro. We watched all the film on Cincinnati, dude. And like I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl that year. They should have won
They
the
did.
Super Bowl, actually. But we
They
knew
did.
their offensive line was trash. And we
Yep.
said during the show, Titans, start licking your chops because a quarterback sacks will be available for sure. We knew that before the game went through. I was like, I'm telling y'all, it's there. It's there. And we also said, watch Joe Mixon. We said that.
Yep, we did.
Y'all,
We did,
if y'all
bro.
watch our pre-show, I'm telling y'all, we'll tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
With what you watched today, when we rewind it and go back after the game is over, I wonder how much we said happened. Yep.
Yeah, again, I just don't think it would have happened, dog. Man, I just think it probably would have ended up the same way. You need a mature quarterback when you're in the playoffs. And it's just one of those things, man. He said, we're getting wound up again. Yeah, bro, man. I'm telling you, dude, I was there, man. It's one of the it was a heartbreaking loss, bro. Like, I was depressed. Like, I never really been, besides the Super Bowl. When we lost the Super Bowl, I was young, I cried. But it was just the feeling, man, of how the city felt, how the electric the stadium felt. I still got videos, man. I'll post probably on Instagram just to show you how it felt, man. You had to be there. And the Bengals fans packed out the stadium, and I was kind of disappointed because I was like, where we at as Titans fans? Why we not here? And it just ended up like that, man. And I just hated that, dog. Let me see. We got another super chat. Omar, $5. He said the Rand hatred from Stillman is too extreme. I remember him saying he would take Tannehill over Goff that aged like spoiled milk.
Ooh. Omar, SBP. Do-do-do-do.
Boom.
Omar, SBP 03 in the building. It
Yes,
is,
sir.
y'all. It's extreme. And I drive home from work, right? And traffic, as y'all know, in Nashville is insane. So I'll tune in, get the vibe of the fans, just see what everybody's saying, right? And every time I cut on the show, he talks about Rand Carthon. And then if you defend, you must be part of the Rand Club. He knows who I am when I call. There you go, part of the Rand Club again, part of the Rand Club. And then he hung up on me. I was trying to explain, you know what I'm saying? Because he was explaining how, with T'Vondre Sweat, he's been talking bad about T'Vondre of late. Because again, that's a Rand draft pick. He was like, you get rid of Danico Autry for T'Vondre Sweat. That's like, that's not the swap. The swap was to get rid of Tier Tart and bring in T'Vondre Sweat. They're nose tackles.
Nose tackles, yep.
Danico Autry is a defensive tackle, the defensive end. Yep. That's not a swap. He's like, how you gonna bring a guy to get you 10 to 12 sacks a year that somebody don't get in? I said, that's not the swap, bro. That's not what T'Vondre Sweat is here for. That's not his job. So anything Rand has done, it's negative. And I would say this, even if he had talked about John Robinson like this, especially early in the John Robinson's term, right? And what did John Robinson end up doing? Being drafted in the 2019, the best drafted Titans I've ever seen, right? So for 4 or 5 years, J. Rob was one of the best in the game in drafting. Then all of a sudden the water fell out. And if Rand did the same thing 2 or 3 years in a row, his draft sucks, I would give him smoke.
Yep.
But that hadn't happened.
Hey, what did Justin Jefferson tell Jarvis Brownlee? He said, man, you're going to be one of the good ones, dog. Yep. I'm telling y'all, mark my words, my boy's out there. He getting that work, bro. Keep balling, young Jarvis, bro.
Yep, that's
and
right.
That's a Rand Carthon draft. Every draft pick besides Gray has been out there contributing in some type of way.
That's
you
right,
got the special teams.
Yep.
You have T. Sweat. You have Jarvis. You have J.C. Latham out there acting a fool.
That's right.
Who else? We got
Jalen Harold's out there playing.
Jalen Harold. You got your boy
James Williams playing special teams.
Come on, man. Matter of fact, I think they're progressing faster than some of my second-year players.
They have,
right?
They have.
Come
they
on,
have.
man.
They have.
Did he give John Robinson that smoke when he traded AJ Brown?
He didn't at first, because it was a lot of people that felt the trade was okay at that time. He didn't at first, but he has admitted since then that that was a mistake on his end. He said, "I should have gave John Robinson that smoke."
Yep. And you're right, Stevie. Miss Amy loved him so much that she gave him a promotion in his second year.
Yep.
He got a promotion in his second year. So that's either way it go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I feel okay because I trust Rand. And I know Rand's going to fix this ship eventually. And he said something that this franchise, I don't think I've ever heard a GM really say, is he wants to bring a Super Bowl to Nashville. He wants to win us our first Super Bowl. And that's his first thing. When you talk like that, it puts a fire under everybody. And that's probably why Callahan got hired, because he was probably talking the same mess. He's been there, right? He understands. He gets it. Bryce, again. Now, Colt Anderson is a different story. That's his homeboy. So, I mean, at the end of special teams hasn't been bad of late. I'll give him that. Maybe I say this about special teams. The personnel, the people that we had, they're slow. We don't have
they're slow, dude.
They're slow. We don't have any speed.
We have no speed
at all.
None. At all. Like Jacques, at all. We have no speed at all. We got just a bunch of fullbacks and linebackers out there. Like we have no speed. And Jaquan Jackson is a decent returner, but not scary. You know what I mean?
At all, bro.
Yep.
At all. Like for real, at all.
Blaze, to your point, though, as a special teams coach, you got to figure it out.
You got to coach, bro.
You got to coach.
That's what I'm saying. If you know what you're doing, you got to swap up your personnel, my friend. It's a personnel thing. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, cut players and bring players in. They got speed.
Hey,
Bryce, you're gonna lose your job.
Bryce Oliver get on special teams. Let me see who else. All my little speed guys. We need Nick Keena Westbrook. He's pretty solid on special teams. He got to start on special teams. We need you on special teams, bro. I'm sorry. Let's see. He said I got the tour of the stadium and saw AJ Brown's. Yeah, bro. He said I saw AJ Brown's big picture in the wall, and I asked the guy when they were taking it down.
Oh yeah, it's kind. Yeah, I understand, bro.
Yeah, it's still Brown, there, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all might not agree with. Oh, go ahead, Jacques.
Oh, real quick. Bryce, did you get to see the building of the new stadium? Did you see the how the progress is coming?
It's unbelievable. It's progressing every day, dude.
Every day, yeah. Go ahead, Hog. I ain't gonna cut you out.
That AJ Brown might have been a bigger loss than the Derrick Henry loss, dude.
I agree.
I'm telling you. Like, it's close. And people can argue me down. I might agree with you about Derrick Henry. As y'all know, again, if you watch so long enough, you know Derrick Henry's probably my favorite player of all time. That's my dude. But AJ Brown, younger, plays receiver, and he's unbelievable. And then we traded him for a bag of chips. Derrick Henry wasn't traded. He signed another contract. He had control, unlike AJ Brown. He got traded. So that's why, to me, it hits harder in the stomach when I think of AJ Brown.
Bruh. Well, I was in New Orleans when that happened, man, and I was pissed. I was pissed. So let's see. Araro says, "Do you guys think Titans draft a quarterback or continue to believe in Will Levis?" It depends, man. It depends. It really depends on how much progression they see in him from a coaching staff and what Callahan sees. Yeah. If he sees progression, then we'll roll with him. If they feel like they haven't seen enough, then you probably see your quarterback. And they got to evaluate the quarterbacks in the draft. Are they in love with Cam? Are they in love with Shador? We don't know, right? Yeah. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah. Let's see.
I see a lot of love for NWI. Hey, shout out to Nick Westbrook-Akina, man. He's reliable as hell.
Right.
I mean, shout out to NWI. 99-yard touchdown, 98 yards. I mean, shout out. I mean, at the end of the day, he's like you say, he played his special teams as an undrafted player, and he's now been in the gear for 6-7 years now, man. Shout out to NWI, man.
Yep. Omar with the $2 super chat, man. He says, "You notice they still show D-Hop in the pregame?" Yes, they do.
Omar SBPO3. Do-do-do-do.
Boom.
Omar SBPO3 in the building.
Yes, sir. So let me ask you this, Blaze of Fire. If no quarterback this year, and say hypothetically the same thing happens next year, would you get your quarterback next year, or are you just gonna go into it with Will Levis again until he progresses? Like, I'm really curious on how fast y'all would pull the trigger on this experiment, because remember, he's a second round pick. It's rare when second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round picks from a quarterback perspective really progresses.
Yep.
If I'm gonna pick a quarterback, he's gonna be in the first round. Malik Willis was a third rounder, and Will Levis was a second rounder. I need a first rounder. The last time you picked a quarterback in the first round was Mariota, right?
Yep.
That's the last time we picked a quarterback in the first round. And we've had a lot of bridge quarterbacks here in Tennessee, in Nashville.
Yep. That's right.
And yeah.
And I look at it from a business standpoint. We got a new stadium coming up here.
We sure do.
So so I'm gonna ask you all a question. Who would bring the fans to the stadium regardless of how they played? Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, or Will Levis? That's an easy answer for me. I'm saying Shador Sanders. He's going to bring the fans to the game, especially if Dion has something to do with it, if he comes to the games and stuff like that.
Man.
Somebody brought up a point earlier. Shout out to Ocho. He talked about Eddie George and Dion. There's a connection there as well, too, right? So there's some connections within Tennessee for, say, Shador. So we need players. We have no marquee player on our team. None.
Nope.
Zero. Derrick Henry the King was our marquee player, the future Hall of Famer, whatever. He brought fans to the game. The King, okay? No one is bringing folks to the games right now, bro. No one's coming. The Minnesota was purpled out at the game.
So, it was.
Okay? So
it was. It's actually kind of sad, dog. Like, for real. And I've already bought my tickets to the new stadium. Just by the way, y'all, if y'all don't know, this is how much of a fan I am. This is how much I support the team. I've already started paying on my tickets for the new stadium. So, with that being said, if I want to continue to go, I need a reason to go. Okay.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. Exactly. Absolutely. And I haven't been rushing to go to the games. I know, like, well, the product is not that good. You know what I mean? Even at the game that I went to in LA, the game was, I'm going to support the team, but the game was just like, dude, this. And then Nashville, here's an interesting thing about Nashville too, y'all. So when people, I feel weird about this sometimes. It kind of ticks me off. Jacques, I know you probably feel me on this. Jacques and I are from Nashville, Tennessee, born and raised to the core. Okay. All right. And so when people say fans are outnumbering us, yes, that is true. But let me tell you what we have, unlike most cities. We are a destination city. I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm just being honest. We're like LA. We're like New York. We're like Vegas. Nashville is in those same type of categories. People don't give a damn about going to freaking Buffalo. No one gives a damn about going to Green Bay or going to damn, Cincinnati, Cleveland. Who in life has ever said, man, we going to Cleveland this weekend, dog? No one in life has ever said that. No one has ever said, bro, hey, Jacques, you got your tickets to go to Buffalo, dog? We're going to kick it in Buffalo. No one's ever said that.
We're going to go to New York.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to New York.
We're going to go to Nashville, right? Yep. Right? So if you saw those fans who want to come down here, we coming to Nashville, we'll pay $500 for a $200 ticket just so we can be here. So that's our challenge here.
And to add to that, Hawk, back in the day when we didn't have all this, to go into a Titans game was an event. I mean, I'm just being dead serious. Like when the city wasn't that big, and a lot of y'all probably are from the city, a lot of y'all are not. If you're not, when we went back in the day, wasn't nothing here in Nashville. So what we did, we go to Limelight. If you're from Nashville, you're from the city, Limelight. Limelight is right across the street from the stadium.
Music City Factory. Yep,
exactly. Come on now. Yep. Come on. So go get you a little something after that. Then boom, head out to the stadium. Let's get into and that's when the stadium was packed out. That's when you had your homegrown Titans fans. Not saying everybody else is not, but your Titans fans that are from the city. It's rare when you run into Titans fans from the city. Hey, Ocho, you 100% correct. R.I.P. to Limelight, bro. The man,
Ocho, what's happening, boss?
Yes, sir. You know you from the city when you know Limelight. Come on, we from the city, bro. Like,
that's right.
Know this.
Latoya Peace, I miss Limelight. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you,
I still got old pictures in my phone when I was in Limelight. You know what I mean?
Too,
like sitting like this.
Yeah, bro. Like, you from the city when it's and like exactly. You said, Hawk. The city has grown so much in a positive way to where, like you said, this is the bachelorette capital of the world. This is what I'm saying. Not the United States, but of the world, Craig. Okay?
That's right. Yep.
Look at Robin. Hey, what you said, you already know.
Absolutely.
Yes,
dude.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Good old clubs back in the day, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, you're right, Ed Champ. If you have not been to the National Museum of African American Music and you love music, you have to go, man. You're gonna learn a lot, for real.
Yep. We got some Nashville folks in this joker, bro.
Yes, we do, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, don't forget Twilight and Faded too, absolutely, man. I remember Faded.
Hey, absolutely, dude. Omar SBP. Do.
Boom.
Omar in the building. Yes, sir, dude. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let me tell you,
man.
Do anyone remember? Oh man, I go all day on that, man. Club Mirage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
The Rhythm Kitchen. All that, bro. Man, dog.
Yeah, Club Chrome back in the day.
Yep. Come on, man.
Yep.
He say from Fresno.
Fresno. California, man. I love Cali, dude.
I got a question. For y'all to be out of town and be Titans fans, that is noble as hell, because that's hard to do in a city that is known for like the 49ers in this. How did y'all become Titans fans being from another city? Were y'all here? Did y'all just happen to see the Titans some one day and y'all became fans? I am very interested in that, right? Look at Blaze. Blaze, no Nashville to the cold, bro. Come on.
Right, bro. That's right, dude. That's right, bro.
Yes, sir. That's
Bryce
noble,
said,
dude.
yes, man. It's amazing to see the new stadium. Okay, yeah. From Beaumont. I know where Beaumont is. That's by Houston. Yep. Beaumont is nice, man. Beaumont's a nice city.
You in there with the Texans fans, boy. Bryce, how did you become a Titans fan, dog? Like, seriously. You been in almost Houston territory.
Probably carried over from the Oilers. I'm thinking.
Well, he said he wasn't born.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he wasn't born. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, to be, yeah. Okay, we got Tallahassee. Wow. See, so Anthony says, Tallahassee, Florida. I was an Oilers fans first. Okay, so there you go.
MB said the same. Yep. So the California fans that I saw, shout out to the California Titan group there. Shout out to man, I met so many people. A lot of them said the same thing. They were Oiler fans.
Yep. That's it. Yep. There you go. Let's see. Arrow says, because everyone I know like Cowboys, Raiders, Steelers, Rams. I wanted to have a different team.
I understand.
That's great. That's solid, man. That's solid. Oh, that's cool, man. Ed said my cousin played for the Tennessee Titans. He got drafted in 1999, the second overall pick.
Oh, okay. Ed.
Okay. Nice. My
cousin said he got drafted in 99, the second overall draft pick in 99. Okay, Ed Champ.
That was Javon. That was a Javon Curse year, wasn't it? That was a Javon Curse.
That was Javon Curse year. Yeah, but he wasn't the second. He wasn't the second.
He was the first. Yeah.
I'm from Nashville. CJ2K made me a fan. Okay, all right, Ocho. Okay.
Yes, sir. CJ2K. We see that joke around the city all the time, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Back when Vince Young became my quarterback. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right. VY.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, we interviewed VY, man. Good dude.
We sure did interview him. If y'all watched our shows, hey, we interviewed Vince Young. He gave us incredible insight. He gave us some real live, like, whoa moments.
Yeah. Only thing is the audio was jacked up, but I want to at least try to get him back on the show. I want to get something because we know a couple of people. We know a couple of Titans. So I would like to definitely probably have a live chop up with them one day, man, or whatnot, and get them in the show, man. That'd be kind of dope just to kind of give back to the Weekly family, man. It's good stuff. Hawk, you want to take about one or two more questions?
Yes, sir. All right. We appreciate everybody. Y'all got a lot of smoke today on the show. And that just makes the show great. You know what I mean? And these aren't scripted questions. We don't know what you might ask, right?
Right.
And if you throw a super chat out there, hey, it's coming on the screen. Boom, there it is, right? Yep.
Now, facts. Let me see. We got two more questions. John Thornton. Yep. We know John.
John Thornton is my frat brother as well, too. We actually crossed the same year and everything.
Yeah, old JT, man. JT was solid, dude.
West Virginia. Played at West Virginia. Yep. Solid.
CJ was going. Hey, man, come on, Anthony. You spitting facts, man. I thought Vince Young and CJ was going to be our future. Vince Young had one of the best rookie years.
He made the Madden cover, man.
Yeah, was it like 10-5? What did we go? 11-5 a year? What was
that? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and we went to the playoffs. Yep, we did go to the playoffs. I remember that. We got another super chat, dog.
Okay.
Anthony. What up, big dog? What's up, Anthony?
What's up, Anthony? Hey, that gets two. Anthony Hayes. Do. Oh. And do. Oh. Anthony Hayes in the building.
We appreciate you, man.
Yes,
hey,
we appreciate you.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this: the super chats that y'all do, we really highly appreciate that. Yep. And this goes back into the show. Into the investing back into y'all, man. So, hey, we appreciate y'all, man, donating to the channel and everything. So, let's see.
We really appreciate it.
JS5 says, what player can we, if we do, can we trade down? What player can we trade down?
Or what player we can get if we trade down?
Best available, in my opinion. Get the best right tackle.
Best right tackle. Or best wide receiver.
Or best wide, and that's not even a game changer wide receiver. You got decent wide receivers, but I would not pick a wide receiver besides Travis Hunter in the top 5. Just in my opinion. Like, that's just me. If it's Travis Hunter, cool. But yeah. I know Blaze, you all about T-Mac, bro. I see.
I hear you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, he's young Mike Evans out there. For those that don't know who he's talking about, receiver from Arizona.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, Teodoro McMillan. He is really good. He's good.
Yep.
He's
Is
good.
he worth a top 5 pick, Hawk?
I'm gonna say right now, I haven't seen enough for me to answer. I don't know yet.
I agree.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Yep.
I agree.
I've seen him play, but I gotta see, when his combine, I gotta see, if he's in a senior bowl. I just gotta see a little bit more for me to say a wide receiver is worth a top 5 pick. Because normally receivers aren't worth that high, dog, in the
I
draft.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Top 5 is reserved for quarterbacks, left tackles,
yep.
defensive end, and corners.
Yep.
Those 4 positions. And that's it. If you're like a Sean Taylor, somebody that's a generational player at safety or something crazy, cool. But it's those 4 positions for me.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. I do. I see some drafts mocking us getting the edge from Penn State. Do we really need?
They say he plays just like Michael Parsons too.
It depends on the Harold Landry. I think we need more on offense, in my opinion. Defense, I think you can continue to add through the draft, but I think we need an offensive heavy draft. We had a defensive heavy draft this year. We need to dedicate a lot to the offense. I don't mind it, but I'm like you. We need receivers. We need tackles. You need another. To me, in my opinion, you need a premier tight end.
Yep.
Because I feel like our tight ends, it's kind of weak.
Yep. I don't trust him. I don't.
Chig ain't really panned out like he should.
Yep. He's
Wiley,
TE2. He's TE2.
Yes, bro. He surely is, bro.
Yep.
So you can do for one of those, but I think the Titans want to load up on draft picks anyway. So let me say this: any situation, if we are the number 2 pick, it would not surprise me if we trade out of it or we trade and get more picks. It wouldn't surprise me. Would I be mad? Let me say this: I'll be pissed off if I see Shador and Cam going off in the season. Then that's when I'm gonna be hot. Then that's when I got to start criticizing Rand and all them.
Yep.
And if we still in the same position, then that's when I'm gonna have to have a conversation.
That's right.
But if we get more picks, I'm not mad at it. I'm not.
Yep.
I still want a quarterback, but whatever.
Yeah. We'll go one more question, y'all.
Yeah. What about the kid from Boise?
Ashton Jeanty, the running back.
Yeah.
He'll get picked. He'll get picked in the first round. He'll be.
Oh, man.
Don't let him go run like a 4.4, 4.5 even in the 40, right? He's gonna be a first round. He'll be the first running back drafted.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where he would go.
There's a lot of teams need a running back for sure, dude.
Raiders. He can go to the Raiders with Shador.
He can go. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. No. I'm thinking even in our division, I don't know if Jacksonville settled with Travis Etienne or not. I'm not sure. Joe Mixon's getting a little older, but
Pittsburgh got Najee. They got Najee Harris. Pittsburgh got a nice little solid duo.
Right, they do. Him and Warren. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of a team that doesn't run the ball very well. Dallas maybe. He look like a Dallas Cowboy.
It'd be the Dallas would be the perfect fit for him.
Yeah, the Cowboys. I mean, that's just cooking right there.
New York Giants need a running back.
Yeah,
bad.
They do.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, we remember Antonio Andrews. Of course, that was the Bishop Sankey and all them. And it was some rough days, boy.
Yep.
Simon, or as said, Miro runs a 4 flat. Boy, Miro. I'm not a fan of Miro.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on AR coming to Tennessee? Or Aaron Rodgers? Oh no, he can keep Aaron Rodgers. I'm cool.
Keep Aaron Rodgers. Cool.
No, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Nah,
I'm super. And let me tell you this: he would want to be here.
Yeah, because
he has a house. I know there was a rumor he had a house, and his brother lives here, Jordan Rodgers.
Yep.
So,
and he went to Vanderbilt.
Yep, exactly. I'm good.
I'm good. Nah, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm
cool. Cool.
I'm cool in the gang on that, bro. Like,
cool.
Ocho say score predictions. I don't do score predictions.
I do think Houston's gonna win, but I'm telling y'all, I'm giving a wild prediction here, Jacques. I expect Will Levis to ball out. I'm not talking about play an average game, bro. I'm talking about now. I'm putting a big if statement. If Houston decides to run a cover 0, and they blitz, those safeties come through, Will's gonna have a field day.
Hey, I agree. If he has just throw it up, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell him. Just throw it up. Just throw it up. Just throw it up. If you see him come, that's his bread and butter. He lives off of that. He does a very good job when it comes to that. Like he does a fabulous job. I just think they start too slow. I think that's just the problem. They just start too slow, bro. And those explosive plays comes in spurts. And I think that's the problem that I have with it. He'll have a big game, but it's just like you said, scoring enough points. And I just don't think we can score enough points.
I don't either, man. That's the problem, dog. Points.
I don't think we're gonna get a 38 dog put on us because our defense is too good. But yeah. I like this. I like this question. We'll end with this question. Which next city will get an NFL team if the NFL expands again? I got a city. Go ahead, Hawk. I'm gonna let you go.
No, go for it. Go ahead. I don't have one yet. I'm thinking
San Antonio.
Yeah, I can see San Antonio. That's a good one because then the state of Texas don't have state taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do see some people say Orlando. I see Toronto. Those are good. Those are good answers too. Like Toronto. Toronto would be good, I think, because
Canada.
Yes, I think that'll be a good pick. You know, Toronto's a humongous city, and somebody said Arkansas. No,
he wanted the chitlin circuit, bro.
I know. I'm trying to think outside of what they are saying here on here. No, I can't say Portland.
London.
Yeah, talking about overseas. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe.
London.
I'm trying to think in the U.S., man. Like, I've been thinking of Portland, or maybe
Portland wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City.
Yeah, Portland, Oklahoma City's not bad.
But who would want to play in Portland and OKC? I don't.
I feel you good, but they both basketball cities anyway. Yeah, I mean.
Yep. And I'm thinking of the South. Like, that's what makes Nashville so interesting. There's not a lot of NFL teams around us except Atlanta.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, Alabama.
You got Indianapolis, you got Cincinnati, but those are, 4 to 6 hours away. I mean, there's a lot of area. That's why people think Nashville will be the next Major League Baseball team because there's not a lot. The whole South rocks with the Atlanta Braves. There's a lot of South teams. And you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
What about Alabama?
Nah. Birmingham or Huntsville? Nah. It's not. I don't think it's they're big enough. Right. I don't think
Tuscaloosa?
Nah, hell no. No.
Oh, that's like Green Bay. I mean, it's in the smack dab middle of nowhere.
Yeah. The thing with Green Bay, the reason they're the only team in the NFL where they don't have an owner. Green Bay is owned by the city of the state, actually, of Wisconsin. So I don't think. I mean, the way the world,
I don't see Kentucky either. Kentucky is.
So man, Louisville. They're too close to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And Nashville.
Yeah.
So for a football team, maybe baseball, but I don't know. You got the Reds too. Nebraska, nah. Lincoln and Omaha, nah.
And I see why they're saying. I see why they're saying these places because they're small markets, but people ain't got nothing to do in those towns, right? Where we gonna go to? We're gonna go to the NFL game. Like if I'm in smack dab Nebraska or Omaha, literally, like that's all they do in Omaha, bro. I'm telling you, I've worked with people that's in Omaha and they go to Nebraska games. They pack those stadiums out like it ain't nothing. So I can just imagine an NFL team, the new excitement. But I see why they're saying these teams like Arkansas, Nebraska, man. St. Louis.
These cities ain't got. Yeah, St. Louis, maybe, right.
St. Louis, yes.
But most of them cities we've talked about don't even have 400,000 people. You gotta go somewhere that's got some population to keep an NFL team in the city. You know what I mean?
True. But if I have enough people to pack out a 65,000 seat stadium,
that's a challenge.
But if it's a new like Kentucky, they ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I'm in somewhere Kentucky and they put an NFL team in my thing, I'm going because I ain't got nothing to do. I got a Walmart. I'm just hypothetically speaking, but
I understand.
That's what they did with Tennessee. Think about it. When they came here, it wasn't we wasn't prime time like that, dog. Like we wasn't. Nashville was just a small market, and everybody went to the games. We were packing out stadiums, Hawk. We were packing out stadiums for like 5 or 6 years straight, dog. Like it was ridiculous because what you do on Sundays, you go to church, and then you got season tickets, you go to the Titans game, right?
Right.
What was there to do besides back in the day, the Opryland theme park? But other than that, boom.
Yeah.
He said Hawaii.
I don't see it because they're saying states like Kentucky and Nebraska. Like, we got to talk about what city in those states. I don't see
Omaha.
that at all. I don't.
Louisville.
It's not enough. It's not enough people, man. I don't see it. And the economy ain't booming like that to get an NFL team
Right now. You don't know what's gonna happen in 10 years. They can come. Prime real estate can come through and do it just like they did Nashville. It was the same. Think about it. Same
Nashville, where Nashville's located is a humongous positive. We're on I-65, literally.
Remember, they were in Memphis at first. Boom, they go to Memphis, then they come to Tennessee, Nashville.
Yep.
Nashville again, Hawk. We didn't have nothing. What did we have at the time?
Right.
What did we have at the time?
But that's then. I'm talking about that. I know. I agree with that. I'm talking about now.
If you do it now, I get now. If you do it now, because you know how long it takes to get an expansion team. So hypothetically speaking, say if it takes another 5-10 years, you don't know what that city is like in the next 5 or 10 years. Just like they did Nashville. We were prime real estate, dog. Prime real estate. You know that. We went from this to this. It's the same concept. I'm not saying it'll happen, but just hypothetically speaking, they got basketball teams. Like Oregon got Portland got a basketball team, right? So that proves the point that, okay, Portland, you in Portland, what are you doing in Portland?
Yeah,
or Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City too.
Yeah, Portland, OKC. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Alabama, dog. I'm talking about Arkansas. Man,
hey, if you from Alabama, man, I'm trying, bro.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I'm trying. Hey, y'all ain't bad in my eyes, bro. Hey, salute to Alabama, bro. I ain't gonna do y'all like that, man. Salute to Arkansas. Salute to Alabama. Y'all, hey, salute to Hawaii. Salute to all y'all. Let me see. Jay says he said Kentucky. Yep, it is. I heard rumors Nashville. Yes, I heard that too. I heard we are in the bidding for it.
Yeah.
That's another thing. NBA team and a baseball team. The sounds, we have the sounds, but how well would an MLB team do here in Nashville? We adopted hockey very well. I will say that about Nashville. We are a hockey town. We love us some hockey. I will give us that. We will pack out that arena like it ain't nothing. And it's been like that since 98. They came in 98, right? Nashville Predators.
96.
Okay. 96. They came in 96. Everything started coming in, and all you know, it's always been packed. And the Predators have been subpar until they was almost going to the Stanley Cup and everything. But let me see. Who was it? Yes, they were. They were. The Texans were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He said the Dakota Riders.
All right, cool. All right. Well, listen, folks, we want to say thank you all for watching the show. And one thing before we leave, speaking of Alabama, shout out to my son. Today's his 19th birthday. He goes to college at Alabama A&M in nearby Huntsville, Alabama. He watches the show. So shout out to my oldest son. So for those that have not followed us on YouTube, do that right now. Hit that subscribe button for sure. Hit that like button while you're at it as well. We're on Bleacher Report. Check us out on Bleacher Report. Download it on your phone. Follow us. Follow me at Lorenzo_the Hawk. You can follow Jacques at Jacques Merrill on Bleacher Report as well. We got post games for the rest of the season. So every game that happens, any post game, click on the Titans icon. We are doing the post game show. Thank you, MB. We appreciate it. As well, check us out on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly. Check us out on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on Teespring. You see my sweater? Y'all see that? It's cold outside. Get you a Titans Weekly hoodie, man. Hey, we out in those internet streets, y'all.
Hey, and again, Weekly family, we appreciate y'all, man, for participating, because without the participation, this show ain't gonna ride, right? So we appreciate y'all, man, throwing y'all opinions out there, man, y'all facts. Again, everybody, man, we love y'all. Hey, let's get to this game Sunday. And like you said, when you do subscribe to those platforms that we're on, please hit the notification bells and leave us a like when you get there. And if you haven't subscribed to our Instagram, go to our Instagram, man. We do a lot of live content over there as well. And I think y'all will like it as well. So if you don't have the Instagram link or whatnot, Hawk will put it where he needs to put in the description, and y'all can go there. But anyway, y'all, hey, appreciate y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And Hawk, take us home.
All right, y'all. As we always say and as we always do, Jacques, facts.
No paper.
Tennessee Titans Weekly, we carry the rock. But being the best podcast with Huff and Jacques. We cover the Titans early in the morning or later, with everything you need, spitting facts and on paper. From the Music City, born and raised, we reppin'. The city and the state of Tennessee, we steppin'. Our fans enjoy, they say to enlighten us. Let's go Titans fans and tighten up. Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We're here to be the best and never last. Hawk and Jock, what's the plot? To make the Super Bowl, or can we win or not? Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We give you news and perspectives and do it fast. When you see our shows, tell us what's up. Let's get this win and go home and tighten up. We are the best in the game and it shows. Let's go Tennessee Titans, let's win some more. Nashville is our home, but Tennessee is our state. Let's beat every team down, said Hut. Break Tennessee Titans weekly, we carry the rock. Of being the best podcast with Hawk and Jock. We cover the Titans early in the morning or later, with everything you need, spitting facts, no paper. From the Music City, born and raised, we reppin'. The city and the state of Tennessee, we steppin'. Our fans enjoy, they say to enlighten us. Let's go Titans fans and tighten up. Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. We're here to be the best and never last. Hawk and Jock, what's the plot? To make the Super Bowl, or can we win or not? Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast. Giving news and perspectives and do it fast. When you see our shows, tell us what's up. Let's get this win and go home and tighten up.